everyone that he meets. From that first call, he made me feel as if I were part of the Kuentz family. He welcomed me by saying how proud he was to know that the principal at Kuentz, like him, was a graduate of Texas Lutheran College, and as we later discovered, members of the same church. Just as I have found a place within the Kuentz family, we have found Mr. Kuentz to be a part of our school family. When he comes to school, he is always greeted with smiles, high fives, and even gasps of, "Look, it's really him."
Mr. Kuentz, and certainly all of the Kuentz family. This is another special evening in Northside ISD. We're dedicating one of 4 new schools in Northside that opened in this 2009-10 school year. We're dedicating Charles Kuentz Elementary School. We dedicate this school to a man who is a beloved educator and a band director who taught his students about so much more than just music. As a father figure to many of his students, Mr. Kuentz instilled in them important life lessons that served them for years after high school. And I know that Mr. Kuentz, many of your students are here this evening.
Charles Kuentz Jr.'s life would reveal the perfect combination of notes: a lifelong love of music, a passion for teaching, and an unyielding belief in the importance of family. Now at Kuentz Elementary School, the Coyotes are composing their own path to success. Hopefully, like their namesake, they won't give up till they find their dreams. Kuentz Jr. grew up in San Antonio with his parents and 2 older sisters. While his sister Ruth was at school, he discovered an interest that would shape his entire life.
I was fascinated by the trumpet, and so I started getting it out of the case while she was in school and started making sounds on it and got real interested in it. And that's, I guess, how I came about being a trumpet player, you know.
Mr. Kuentz spent his first few years at Texas Lutheran College studying to be a minister, while also playing in the school band. After encouragement from his band director, he came to a realization.
Being a minister, being a pastor, is about leading your flock and bringing people together, you know. And I thought, you know, that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to do it from a pulpit. You can do it just as well standing on the podium in front of a group of children, people, you know, sharing with them music.
Another important discovery was also around the corner. Little did Mr. Kuentz know, but his life would change with one important question to a fellow musician.
Would you be able to accompany me on my trumpet recital? So I handed her the music and she paged through it right quick and she handed it back to me, and my heart was sunk because I thought that was a no. And I said, well, will you do it? She said, yeah, I can do it. And I said, I handed her back the music and I said, well, wouldn't you like to have the music to practice? And she said, no, I'll sight read it. And I thought, I didn't have a problem with this. I've been holding on to her for 53 years.
Mr. Kuentz and his wife Judy had 6 children and passed on their love of music to each of them.
I've lost my voice. I'm very moved. I hope that I can deliver my little talk that I have made for you this evening. Dr. Folks, the Board of Trustees, Kuentz administration, faculty and staff, all my family and friends, it's with great humility and honor that I stand before you as namesake of this beautiful school that will become a landmark institution of learning. I also want to express a great deal of gratitude to my wife Judy and my daughters Jennifer, Kim, and Marcy for initiating the application process. And to all my children and my former students who unselfishly supported this endeavor with their positive comments. This evening will always be remembered as an event most dear to my heart. To each of you who had a part in this, I say thank you. When I first got that phone call, it was late in the evening, and normally I go to bed pretty early, but for some reason there was something interesting on TV and I stayed up. I might have had a little encouragement to stay up. The phone rang and I was the nearest one to it, so I said hello, and the person on there said, Mr. Kuentz, this is Karen Freeman. And Karen Freeman, yes. She said, congratulations. The school has just been named after you. And I said, okay, who are you? Believe it, I've got a lot of friends that can pull a trick like that. And so she didn't seem that she could convince me, so she handed the phone to Melissa. And Melissa started congratulating me, and about that time I turned and looked at my wife. And after 53 years of being married to the same woman, you get to recognize looks. And she had that look. And I got to tell you that there's very few times that I've been speechless, but this was certainly one of them. Melissa, did you ever realize that were you in my band that someday you'd be sitting here as president of the Board of Trustees and I would be the namesake? I doubt it.